I wanted to make a video because the spiritual community is in a tizzy right now, because young Pharaoh was on live on TikTok with nails on. He had a full set of stiletto tip nails, and everybody's like, oh man, they done got him, they done MK Ultra'd him, he done sold his soul, and everybody's having all this discourse about basically how he's gotten got. And people always forget, even the most woke people, until it's the right thing that catches your attention, you forget that we're the only ones that can save our souls, and that there's always choice. Always choice. And until it gets to something uncomfortable to discuss, like a ism, a racism, a sexism, a classism, or you get to the point of discussing the spiritual things, about how the government is out to get black people, and all of these things exist, right? But the point is, if you are in this human vessel and you came here to free your soul, there is no point in constantly giving your power away to some other source. Because when does it end? If you keep going, okay, let's say you done stopped, you done changed your diet, right? You eating good, you eating your vegetables and your fruits, because everything is poison, everything is GMO, everything is got chemicals and blah blah blah. Okay, you working out, you doing good, you doing your studies, you reading, you done broke away from the religion, you freed your mind, and then some leader gets got, then you say, oh man, see, that's why it ain't even no point in ascending, man, because it's just a matter of time before they get us. If that's your mindset, what the fuck is the point of being here? What is the point? Because if you are only as strong as their weakest version of MK Ultra, what are you doing? You might as well throw in the towel now. And this is and it's levels to it. It's levels to waking up. Because when you first wake up, you find out about all the fucked up shit white people did. Now you hard on Egypt, and you trying to figure out, you realizing everything that's out here we created. Okay, and then you get to a point where you start realizing that voting is ridiculous, because it's only one party, and really the only people that control everything is rich people. Okay, and then you keep going, and then now you at the Galactic Federation, and then it's like, well, they created humans because they wanted a pet to play with. If it's only going to get to a point until some bigger power gets you, why are you even trying? What's the point? You have to understand that there's always choice. If you don't want to come to the realization that there's always choice, and that these things that people go through, fucked up or otherwise, are something that their soul is choosing for whatever lesson that they need to learn for their own expansion, which ain't got nothing to do with you, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason you come down here is to learn that you're in control of all of it. And see, we cool with that concept until it gets to something uncomfortable that we don't want to deal with, whether it's our parents, our religion, our race, the government, the Galactic Federation, the reptilians. We don't want to deal. Then it's like, oh, well, no, it's not us. It's not us. It's only so much that I can do. Why are you here then? If it ain't always up to you, because that's the only way you're going to be free. That's the only way you're going to be free. That's it. You got to take responsibility for all of it. All of it. Not just the good stuff. And that's really the gist of it. You get caught up in these egoic traps where you get so invested in investigating the root of the corruption and the root of this and that. Didn't nobody get that, man. Yes, you can be influenced. Yes, you can be manipulated. But on some level in your soul, you asked for that. On some level, you asked for it because there's something you are trying to figure out about yourself. Everything bad that has ever happened to me in my life, I created that shit to figure out something about myself. And the thing is, looking at everything as good or bad is a very, very elementary way to live your life. Shit don't work. The energy does not look at something to say good. It looks for likeness. They don't look, oh, that's good, that's bad, that's moral, that's immoral. That's childish. You got to get out of that. So it's about responsibility. It's about you taking full responsibility at each level you get to. At each level you get to, it's about you taking responsibility for what you create. Good, bad, otherwise. Because if it's only up to whoever lets you through, or who doesn't manipulate you, or who doesn't do whatever to you, you will never be free. And you will always live in this subtle space of fear in the back of your mind that I can't keep ascending because eventually somebody's going to get me. And then you take yourself out of the game. That's the basic thing that they do to black people. From the time that you're born, you start getting all of these programs about how you're limited. And they do it for women. They do it for every group. How you're limited based upon something that somebody else that's more powerful than you is going to do to you. And we keep it going all the way to the Galactic Federation. To the point of people believing that humans were created in this program that will never escape. What? Throw in the towel now. Because how can you look down on somebody that's materialistic or is lost or whatever? They just accumulating, doing the best that they can, having the best life that they can until they get the fuck out of here and they have no idea what's on the other side of that. How are you better than that? If you think it's only so far you can go before something manipulates you or gets you or takes you out because you're spitting too much truth. That's all I got, man. Like, it's really not that deep. You can get caught up in, because I used to be in that place, you can get caught up in seeing these people who used to be, somebody you deemed as your leader, and someone that you just, you held them in a high regard. But that's the thing about pedestals. We all on the same type of journey for ourselves. We're all doing this for our own souls. We're not here to lead nobody. We're not here to guide nobody. That's your job. Anybody that expresses something that's helpful, wonderful. But you got to take it and turn it into what you need it to be for you. Nobody can take you to the promised land. You got to free yourself. So when you see people get lost or whatever, if you find yourself getting emotionally riled up enough about that to feel disenchanted, that's probably a sign that you deep in your ego somewhere. You need to investigate that, because nothing nobody does, whoever it is, should affect you that deeply.